So howdy, everybody. How you doing? I've got a splitting headache tonight. Yes, this is what happens when I'm left unsupervised. I just don't even know. Look, work done. I know you guys are like, wow, why did I click on this, right? Why? Why did you click on this, Why? You just don't even know. Why did you click on me? Huh? Are you equally just as bored tonight as I am? Because, it's Saturday night, and we just don't even know what we're doing right now. We just have no clue, do we? I decided, come on here, mess around for a little bit, make you guys go, wow, I thought I had some problem, but look at this woman here. Look at this woman. She is just batshit crazy. Look at this woman. Look what this woman who's in her 50s is doing on the interweb. Some people should just not be given the interweb. Evidently. Because my granddaughter and I used to get on here and play around. You guys see some of the older videos, you'll see we used to do that. We used to have lots of fun doing it. Like, wow. It does make my eyes look really big, doesn't it? Wow. I've seen some other people do these, and they sure have lots of fun doing them, and stuff. But no, I just thought I'd come on here and say, howdy, y'all. How are you doing tonight? I bet you could have lived the rest of your life without all of this, right? I was going to actually show you guys some Lumi and just do some general chit-chat about my health and stuff, which I could still do if I just quit messing around with all this, right? Right. And so I think I'll just quit doing that, because it's probably giving you guys all a big old headache too. If I can never get out of this now. Maybe I can't get out of it. Maybe I'm never going to get out of it. Maybe I just don't know how to get out of it. Oh, because I'm using the wrong one. Yeah, so I wonder how I get out of this. How do I get out of it? There we go. Ha! See, you learn something new every day. Now that I got a headache, and you guys got a headache, we all got a headache. Because we are all headaches. And I'm sorry my thing is so crazy. I was going to do a bit of looming, but I'm not going to, because you guys wouldn't be able to see it anyway. Holy crap, are my glasses ever so dirty. Oh, well. How are you guys tonight, huh? I'm not sad or anything. I'm a little bored, You can see a little bit more of my flickering candle. I mean, there's plenty I could be doing. Did already vacuum, already did what I need to do with the pets. Isn't that always something? You always got like 20 things you need to do with your pets all the time if you're a real hands-on pet owner like we are. Cats always need some kind of grooming or something, and maintenance, and the dogs always need, toenails clipped or baths or flea treatment or, excuse me, all of that. Right now, let me move my big old mug of pop. I already did a video on that, and you guys are just like, wow. I'll show you guys these two little sleeping babies right down here. Okay, there's the Charlie as you see him, and I'm sorry the video quality is so horrible. And then there's the mama right here. This is the mama, and this is the Charlie. Aren't they something? Yeah. So they're sleeping right there. They're all nice and happy because, like I said, they had their baths, and then I did their preventive flea and tick treatment for this month. Really am loving living here. Is the first time I've ever experienced it being 80 degrees in November. That's for darn sure. Catching up with a few friends. And that's been fun. I need to cook dinner, but I don't cook dinner till later. I probably won't cook dinner till about 9. About an hour and a half. So I like to cook it later, so it's not sitting as long for when Brad gets off. Of course, he probably won't get home till midnight or so. I was going to do a bit of an update on my health because I really haven't said too much about that and about the exercise and nutrition. And I always seem to kind of forget lately. My health is doing much better. The kidney infection is just about all gone. I have to go in Wednesday for a recheck on that. Another, UA and excuse me, and recheck on that. Cellulitis is fine. It's going down. I did not have to go in for that. I'll have her look at it when they check, when we have the visit about my kidneys and stuff. I try not to have to take any more antibiotics than absolutely necessary because what has happened is, since I have always fought kidney and bladder issues, for a very, very long time, I was left on antibiotics for years by a urologist. And that was before they knew that you could become so resistant. And what did happen is, over the years, I became resistant to a lot of different antibiotics. My body, after a while, just, whatever. This is not going to scare us away, the bacteria saying. So, as I've gotten older and stuff, it's becoming more and more, it's becoming harder to find an antibiotic that's very effective on me. So I try not to take any more antibiotics than absolutely, absolutely necessary. And part of that also is too because of the thinking that, and now they're saying also that not all infections even if they're bacterial, do you have to treat with antibiotics? Sometimes let it run its course and maybe your body will take over. And that is proved to be the case when I get mastitis that I've fought for years in my breast. And cellulitis. Usually if I hydrate even more, if I, kind of baby that, if I use heat or ice, I use heat and stuff, it will, in a matter of days, take care of itself. The odd correlation for me is that when I get a kidney infection, I will either get mastitis or cellulitis. This is the first time I've had cellulitis. But I've had mastitis many times. Usually it's the reverse. Usually it is the fact that I get the mastitis and then I will get a kidney infection. And yes, it would have to be treated with two separate antibiotics. Usually the mastitis would have to be treated, because it became a rip-roaring staph infection. And there for a while, yes, I did have MRSA. And they had to be treated with IV antibiotics and stuff. So, usually though, we went that whole gamut for a really long time. And I even asked my doctor before I fired this one about, hey, every time I get this mastitis, I get, this staph infection, then I also get just about 2 weeks later, a bad kidney infection. And no, there's no correlation. Well, there has to be some. And so I've learned to just not to try and treat if it's mastitis or cellulitis without running more antibiotics. So anyway, that's just my funny belief, but it's my body and that's what I'm comfortable with doing with it. The carpal tunnel, I am not so sure that it's carpal tunnel, and I'm not sure what it is. No, I haven't gone to the doctor about it because she'll want to run all kinds of tests. Right now, we do not have insurance, And we won't have for about 3 more months because Brad just started this job. But if I extend my arm all the way out, it really hurts. The forearm here, right here. And if I turn like this, I'm able now to extend it out. I mean, and it still hurts, but the wrist area does not hurt. The elbow area hurts, and then it goes up here. So I don't know if that's carpal tunnel or not. So I'm just trying not to overuse it, and taking anti-inflammatories. I haven't used a heating pad on it yet. I may later on. I have used the 10 unit on it, and that does seem to help. I'm doing the carpal tunnel exercises, so I'm not sure if that's what's helping reduce that inflammation or not. It is what it is, and I'm just making the best of it. Knee pain and back pain's okay. Pretty darn good. The lymphedema and the edema is pretty bad in the feet, and I think that's because I haven't been exercising this week. So I have not exercised at all this week, so I need to get back with it next week, and I'm going to, I've been fighting my asthma for about 3 days now. I did have to break down 2 days ago and take a breathing treatment and nebulizer. I haven't had to in a long time, but I have been having to use my inhaler more often. I think it's just this time of year, the leaves are turning and stuff. So, it's not anything real bad. If the edema is bad, then the pulmonary edema becomes worse, and then I have a hard time breathing. And that was the case yesterday. I would be outside doing something and come back inside, and it would be like, I had to catch my breath. But today is much better, so, and the swelling in the legs is better, so, it kind of goes hand in hand. I've been really watching the salt last few days, too. Believe it or not, we're out of the light salt, and that seems to really make a huge difference if I'm using regular salt as opposed to the light salt. So, other than that, the dieting is... I was talking with my friend Michelle about that today, and it's like, it's not as good as it could be, and not as bad as it could be. It's kind of middle ground, I'm still choosing healthy snacks, and watching the carbs and everything. But then there's sometimes that, it's like, really? So, take it a day at a time. But that's all that's really going on. I feel pretty good. I know I was feeling very, very tired, and somebody said, well, your body's been fighting infections, and you're going to feel tired. And it's like, you're right. I forget that. But I'm feeling better. I'm getting more done, and stuff. So, emotionally I'm doing pretty good. I have my days and stuff, but, I'm pretty good. Things are getting better. I'm still adjusting to Brad being at work all of a sudden and stuff. But most of our marriage, she worked night shift. So I'm kind of used to... he has it in the last... 14 and 3. I guess I can't say that. But I guess for about the last 20 years, he hasn't worked night shift. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. But he did for about 7-8 years. He worked night shift. So, now, like I said, it's not as big of a deal because back then it was hard because we were raising kids, and if the kids had a school event or anything, I had to go to it alone, etc., etc. So, but you live. I just want to come on here and chit chat some and say hi, and I wish my video quality camera was better, but it isn't, and someday maybe I'll invest in some better, but not while we're living in an RV park, one of the things I wish that people would stop to realize when they're doing these big bonfires or wood fires or whatever, and I know that's the big craze right now. Everybody has those, decorative fire pits. Is those of us that have asthma. That's not such a great deal. And when you get to be this time of year, basically like in this area, you're really loving being able to have your windows open. Because you've been running your AC constantly all summer and stuff, and I've had to close all my windows and stuff because there's several people in this RV park that are doing their fire pit. And one guy has this huge one. And I don't know what he was burning in it, but it was some black smoke rolling off that mofo. And, I don't say anything. I'm not going to fight with anybody or anything, and that's their right. But, I just wish people would be a little more sensitive of, what if there's people with asthma around? Because a lot of us cannot tolerate the smoke. I cannot tolerate wood smoke. I'm very, but who knows? But there's people partying. We've got like the row of the partiers over there, and they're usually pretty shit-faced every night, seriously, out with their cans of alcohol and beer and stuff, but, whatever. Just not my deal, Lucille. But, and then they've got, regular poker players are over in the pavilion playing poker. We do every Saturday night. I don't care as long as people don't get like really rip-roaring. Well, it's up to them if they want to get rip-roaring drunk or whatever. I mean, and I know there's some people using pot and stuff, which I don't care about that at all. Whatever. That to me, I don't really consider any longer pot really a drug, and I know that in some states it still is classified as, but I just, that's my viewpoint. I don't partake because it's not legal here, as far as I know. I'd have to check that out. We were kind of wondering if it wasn't medically legal here, because, there's some people that openly do it, and, so it must be a legal medical prescription, perhaps. So, which I think is a good deal for people. I really do. But anyway, if you stuck with me this long, bless you and thank you. Like I said, I struggle with being able to get close with people because I fear rejection so much, and then if that does happen, that kind of makes me really scared to try again. So I guess to me this is kind of a safe format, because I figure if you want to watch it, you do, and if you don't, you just skip over it, and if you really can't stand me, you just don't watch me at all, and that's fine, and each to their own. But I'm still hoping someday I'll find somebody who's similar to me that I don't want to hang out all the time, but once in a while, even meet for lunch once in a while, or talk about different crafts or something would be fun. That's part of the reason I didn't join anything, though, at the library, because I was afraid that this would happen where Brad would have to go back to work and having one vehicle. And I don't really want to take him to work because I don't like to drive at night. And, we have to go on the highway at night. I would, to go get him. And I know he would not want me there in that parking lot, that late at night by myself. He would not be, because, there are some shady people around there. So, once we get into a home, gosh, guys, I sure hope we can. I'm going to talk a little bit longer. I hope y'all don't mind, but, sometimes I just feel like chit-chatting and stuff, and, I don't want to bug anybody and call them up. I have a hard time hearing anyway, and, Anyway, I don't want to start crying about that crap. But gee, I sure hope, keep your fingers crossed, that we can find a place pretty soon to uh, uh, rent. Because we sure would love to get out of here. You know, I'm texting Brad right now, in fact, to remind him to get that phone number from his uh, employee about some rental. Uh, there we go. But really, really want to get out of here. We want to find, if we can find somebody who will work with us on the deposit, so we could, if they even gave us like a month to come up with a deposit, because we could sell this motorhome. Sell this motorhome, put part of the money away, use part of the money, put half the money away, use a quarter of the money to pay the deposit, and use the other quarter of the money to buy furniture and stuff. And it would be used furniture, and that's just fine. We're not picky, but we would need everything. And we sure would love to do that. We sure would love to do that. I mean, and then after that, we could save up and get another vehicle. So we'd have 2 vehicles. Then I would have freedom to go places. And, especially if we got a random place in Crawfordville or even Panacea. But, I would have freedom to be able to go some places and stuff. And I sure would love to have some freedom to do that. And that's what Brad and I both want. You keep hoping at some point in time in your life you're going to have that freedom. And all throughout our marriage, it's always been a struggle to have 2 vehicles. And just financially and stuff, because we picked to have me stay home with the children. And that was just our personal choice. And I don't look down upon anybody that's decided to work or anything. Both my daughters work full time and have children. But that's what we picked, and we knew in picking that we would make some sacrifices financially, of course. There were not the vacations, very few. We had 1 vehicle. We ended up living in apartments and stuff a lot longer than we wanted, but we both feel like it was worth it. I got some really wonderful time with our daughters, and since Brad worked at night and stuff so much, once in a while he would keep them out of school for a day so he could see them and spend some time with them. And I always hope they remember that. And then, if you have issues with the vehicle, I've always been the type to say, well, here, take mine then. I always wanted Brad to take the safest vehicle to work and stuff. Especially if the vehicle's just going to sit here, I don't see why, I wouldn't have him take the safest one. Especially living in a climate which is very snowy and icy a lot of the time. But I sure would love to be able to have some freedom, to have a vehicle that I could just climb in and, especially when I'm like, hey, I want to run over to Walmart. Especially if we could live in Crawfordville, I would really love that. Because, to even be able to say, hey, I'm going to run over to Walmart because I need this for a craft, or I need this ingredient for dinner, or, I want to go garage sailing or whatever, and, and maybe he says, well, I'm going to stay here and take a nap, or maybe I do make a friend who lives up the road, and I'm like, I'm coming up fetch you, and we're going to go garage sailing or thrifting or something. That would be so much fun. That's what I hope for. Brad and I were talking the other day, and I said to him, I know this is going to sound like funny, but I kind of feel like we're newlyweds in a way. And he just smiled, and he goes, I do too. And I said, because when we met, I had my 2 daughters, and then he legally adopted them a year after we were married. So we've always had children, so we never had that alone time where it was just the two of us, where you could set up the house just for the two of us. You could cook just for the two of us, shop for just two of us, and stuff. So, it's kind of been a neat experience. It has been a neat experience. So, but yeah. I wonder what you guys' hopes and dreams are for the future. Do you hope that you guys can get into a better place to live, however you're living, or maybe that you can get some stuff fixed, maybe you wanting to remodel your house, or upgrade it, or I tell you what, I can't wait to sleep on a big old bed again. That's some of the things that we're excited about. Sleeping on regular beds again would be so nice. Having a full kitchen again, with an oven, a full oven, a full bathroom. That would be nice. Having recliners and couches and stuff. Man, we have this couch here, but you know how couches and stuff are in these older RVs. I assume in the bigger, fancier ones, and I know some of the bigger, fancier ones have nice recliners and stuff. Looking forward to all that, though. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to planting a garden in the ground. That kind of stuff. I tell you what, this whole experience has made me much more humble. I never really was very cocky, but it has made me really, really humble, this whole experience of what we've been through. And even in that, though, I feel very blessed, because I know there's so many people that have so much less, and I know there's people that are cold and hungry tonight, and even kids, and that breaks your heart. I always think of the animals, too, that dogs and cats and stuff that are out there cold and hungry and feel very unloved, and you just want to love them all. We have some feral cats here in the trailer, in the RV park. But the thing is, and one of them just had a kitten. But the thing is, everybody in the RV park, the full-timers, have basically kind of adopted these cats. And they feed them and everything. Now I wish, and I can't do it right now. I don't know people well enough that could help me with it, because I know there's ways you can trap cats, even feral cats, and then take them in. There's different organizations to have them fixed. I would like to do that in the future, because it would be nice to get these cats fixed. I guess there used to be a lot more of them, and then over the years it was only 3 adults left, and they all seem in good shape. The kittens, I don't know how many there are, but the couple I've seen seem in good shape. So, but sometimes you think about the dogs and cats that are out there cold and hungry and scared and have been abused, and it really breaks your heart. And then you think about children, even adults, cold and hungry and alone and abandoned, and and yes, sometimes it's by their own choice that they've chosen they want to live that way. But I always want to be safe, warm, and dry, have full tummies, So, but gee whiz, I'll be acting your ear off. Probably didn't let you get a word in edgewise, did I? You ever talk to somebody and they're like, okay, so tell me about you, and I'm always like, type that'll freeze up when people do that. I'm like, my name is Teresa. So, but I hope everybody's doing great. Leanne Live, I hope you're still doing good. I hope you're still getting over all the yuckies you had. Linda, love you, girl. Know I'm thinking about you. Stevie Counts, thinking about you too. Saw you two were yakking in the comment section with each other. That was good to see. I love seeing that. Angie on YouTube, I always love her. Cheryl Coyote. So many others. So many others. Nancy, Gail, Nirvana, Michelle. I could go on and on, guys. So, just know I'm thinking about y'all. So, I'm going to get off here because I got to go potty again. And then got to upload this so then you guys can roll your eyes. Oh, Lord. Woman uploaded another one. Anyway, love you guys. And I think you guys are awesome. And I do cherish your friendship. And I will talk to you tomorrow. I'm not making any more videos tonight. So now you got to find something else to do. Bye.